What's up, guys? Welcome back to a video. Today we'll be doing the Doctor Who Season 1 tier list. I don't mean the Shuigawa one, I mean the Christopher Eccleston one. So, we have all the episodes here and we're going to arrange them. Yeah. So, first of all, we're going to talk about Rose. For me, Rose is a very strong episode. It sets up the mystery of the Doctor very well. It's got a good story, good moment. The CGI, yeah, but it's charming in a way, I feel like. So, Rose, I'm going to put you in great. I think it's underrated. I really love this episode. Next up we have End of the World. And yet again, it adds to the Doctor. Unlike that first episode. Actually, no, sorry. Unlike the new season of Doctor Who, it doesn't throw everything at you in one episode. Like, oh, the TARDIS could do this, TARDIS could do that, give me your phone and all that. It spaces it out. And it spaces it out onto this episode. This episode's very much, hey, let's give you some more lore and all that, explain more about the Time Lords, but let's just have a good episode. And it's fun. Welcome moments. Yeah, so like I say, a lot of good moments. So we're going to put this in good. Good episode. Good second episode. The Unquiet Dead. Now, this is an episode that I feel like is quite forgettable. Charles Dickens' actor is really good. Some good things in here. The setting up of Bad Wolf. The setting up of the Rift. Yeah, again, it's just another episode that kind of sets up. Like, this is very much the most we get of, like, setting up future things. Bad Wolf, the Rift, which are both going to become important things later. The Unquiet Dead is okay. It is an okay episode. It's not awful. It's not bad. It's just, it's alright. It's there. I'll watch it. I can enjoy it, but, you know, it's okay. Alien to London. I'm one of the ones who try to get past the farting aliens, because I genuinely think there's a good story in there if you get past all the farting aliens. I don't hate it. I like the design of the Savine for 2005. I think they look really good in terms of their costumes and stuff. I think this is a really good episode for Mickey, Jackie, Rose, Harriet Jones. We get introduced to Harriet Jones. And the whole kind of mystery of they use an invasion to kind of hide another invasion. I like that. Yeah. Also, the whole Rose being gone for 12 years. I think that's a really cool idea that I'm glad they explored. Yeah, again, Alien to London. Okay. It's an okay episode. So, World War 3, let's see how it ends off. And first of all, I want to talk about cliffhanger. The first cliffhanger in New Who, and it's good. It's very good. World War 3 is yet again the same. There's a lot of hard-hitting moments with Jackie asking the Doctor if her daughter's safe. There's a whole Mickey saying a nuke. Can't we just talk about Mickey for a second? This lad not only got literally just got not arrested because everyone thinks he murdered Rose, and now he's had to send a missile at number 10 Downing Street. I'm surprised he never got arrested. He'd be shot dead. Probably not shot dead. I don't really know what they do to you if you send in a missile at number 10 Downing Street. You probably would get shot dead, probably, yeah. Mad. Yeah, some good moments in here again. Yeah, again. Okay. I just want to talk about Chris Eccleston for a second. He is a fantastic Doctor. Every single one of these episodes, he has some great moment in. Yeah, I'm actually going to organise this. I think World War 3, Alien to London. Yeah. Right. Oh, here we go. Dalek. Dalek is an incredible episode. The fact that they had to introduce the Daleks in some way, and they've introduced them like this, showing how one singular Dalek is so deadly. Christopher Eccleston gives one of the best Doctor performances you're ever gonna see, with the heartbreak and the PTSD he has from the Time War still being there, and he just wants to kill the last Dalek, which is so unlike what he's ever been. What he ever stood for, and it's so heartbreaking to see the Dalek manipulate Rose, and so good, man. I don't know where to put this, because best should really be only for the best. No, screw it. Multiple bests. Sorry. First one is Dalek. Dalek has to go best for me. I don't care what anyone says. Dalek is one of the best episodes of Doctor Who. Just everything about it is so goddamn good, man. So good. Right, next up we have The Long Game. This is probably the weakest story of New Who. I like Adam. I think having a companion who kind of shows why the Doctor needs to pick his companions carefully is yet again such a cool idea. And yeah, of course, if it's like it's like Yesterday, you know, the film where a guy gets transported to a timeline where the Beatles never existed, so he just ends up writing their songs. It's like that. He goes to the future, he finds inventions, he wants to go back and like build them there and get rich and all that. So very good. Simon Pegg has a good performance in here. I like the whole room's made of cold, but they all think it's gold instead of cold, which could show why spreading misinformation on the internet could lead to deadly things. Yeah. Again, it's okay. It's definitely the weakest story, I would say, of season 1. Spoiler. But let's be honest, the rest of them aren't going to go that low, are they? And yeah, then, just okay. Which is mad for me. They made a season of a TV show where the worst episode is just okay. Like, fair play. Next up, we have... Let's put these in order, actually. Yeah. Father's Day. My cat wandered in here then. Father's Day is a very emotional episode, which, by the way, unpopular opinion, it's Pete's fault he dies. Watch the scene again. He parks up in his car. Yeah, he's like, ooh, park up. He gets out straight away. He doesn't check his mirrors. I'm sorry, I could rant about this all day. He didn't check his mirrors. He opened his car door. The car is already coming out. If he opened his car door and then the car turned round and then just hit him, fine. The car is already on the road. He steps out in front of the car. Pete's fault. He didn't blibbing check the mirrors. It's Pete's fault. He's dead. Not from HK. This episode's very good. Showing... I like the whole payoff of Rose running after the Doctor as soon as he's dead, travels in time, and he kind of catches on to that. Him getting angry at Rose is really good. Just some of the great moments in here. It is emotional, even though Pete deserves it. No, sorry. Even though it's Pete's fault he died, you gotta feel bad. You still gotta feel bad. For me, it's good though. Maybe great. It's weird. This is the type of episode where I can't decide. It changes every single time I watch it. Sometimes I think it's good. Sometimes I think it's great. Sometimes I'm like, it's okay. Like, I genuinely don't understand this episode. It's so weird for me. I'll put it great because it is a great episode. But that's also because the last time I watched it was great. If I watch it again, it'll probably be terrible. The Empty Child. I just put both these episodes up. No, screw it. Put all them episodes up there. No, wait. There. This two-part is spectacular. It is so good. It's scary. It's well written. The payoff is fantastic. The speeches, the music. Stephen Moffat's first 2 episodes. And unfortunately, he never wrote for the show again. These are the 2 only episodes he ever did, and they were absolutely fantastic. I wish he just wrote a few more, you know. Then became showrunner. That'd been quite nice. We'll get to them seasons later on. I love this 2-part so much. Captain Jack is such a great character. And, yeah. Great from everyone. This is just a great episode. Fantastic. 10 out of 10. Next up. Which one's my favourite, though? I think the Doctor Dancers is probably my favourite. Boomtown. Boomtown gets great. I don't give a toss what anyone says. This episode gets great just from that one scene where they're in the restaurant and they're all talking like they're just best friends and laughing and stuff like that. That is great to see. The Doctor getting along with Mickey, 10 out of 10. Captain Jack is there as well with Rose. What a 4 team we have there. Great. I fully love this episode. It's just such a one-off episode, which is just there to show the heart of the TARDIS. And this is the thing. Every episode has something that will get used again. The Doctor Dances of the Child, you kind of have, well, Captain Jack, really. Dalek, you have the Daleks. Rose, you have the introduction of Rose. Boomtown, you have the TARDIS. Father's Day, you have Pete, who comes back later. The End of the World, you have just a ton of things. World War III in Aliens London, you have, well, the girl Sabine, who of course comes back. The Unquiet Dead, you have the Rifts, which is mentioned in this episode, which is why they're in Cardiff. And the Long Game, you have the space station. Like, everything has a purpose. No episode is just filler. Every episode has a purpose to show something. And this episode's the same. People could call it filler, but my thing is, like, filler is something you can... Filler is an episode which you don't need to watch because nothing important happens. But something important happens. I don't know. Bad Wolf is the best, and Pong Away is the best. Genuinely, I think a big problem with Russell's finales is that a lot of the time, the second part can feel a bit iffy. Doomsday with just the Daleks taking over from the Cybermen when it was a Cybermen story, and then the Cybermen just look really weak. The Last of the Time Lords, some could say was quite weak and rushed and has a stupid ending. Journey's End, some will say has some stupid plot holes. But for me, Piling the Ways is fantastic, and Bad Wolf. I love the game segments. I love just the characters in this one. Captain Jack has a great speech about if you hear us dying up there and all that. Linda with a Y, best one-off character, probably the best one-off character in the history of Who. Just so good, man. Like, so good. That's it. Where would I put these? I think Piling the Ways is probably there. I'd probably put Bad Wolf there. And of course, we've got the first generation of New Who. This is fantastic. Like, season 1 is a season which I genuinely can't say anything bad about. The Doctor is on fire. The Dalek speeches, the Piling of the Way speeches, the Doctor Dances speeches. Tons of moments in Rose. The End of the World has powerful moments. Just every episode has good Christopher Eccleston moments, and yeah, that's why he's one of the best to ever play the Doctor, despite only having one season. Just look at this, man. Like, 13 episode season. You won't get that anymore. I wish you did, though. Anyway, that's going to be the end of this ranking. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I don't know if there's much to disagree on here. Maybe I put the Unquiet Dead and World War 3 and Aliens of London quite high and on the long game. I don't know if people are going to put it up for me. But for me, I like every episode here, and all of them I could watch again easily. Which is probably why this is probably my most rewatched season. Because there's no episodes which I can watch and get bored on. I think every season has an episode after this one which I just don't want to watch. But yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to be making any gaming videos this week. I think I'm just going to do Doctor Who rankings. So I'm going to do this, Series 2, 1, or Series 2, 3, and 4. We're going to do all 4 of the seasons of the Chris Eccleston and David Tennant era. I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.